Alright guys, welcome to another dropship training video. Thank you for tuning in. I'm very excited about covering this section because in this section we're going to talk about the sniper method. And you could probably already tell that, even though I've taught you all the different methods of how people make money dropshipping on eBay, the sniper method is the way I do it. So, I'm excited about doing this lesson. So let's get started. So, what is sniping? We've talked about it in the previous lesson where I gave you a little overview of each method, but just to give you another refresher, sniping is basically when we find an item on eBay that's selling multiple times in the last 30 days. We're selling the same exact item, but we're dropping the price, okay? We have the same title, same pictures, same description. The only difference is we're dropping the price to make our listing more attractive for someone to buy. So that's the sniper method in a nutshell. So let me get into it. The first step of the sniper method is what I'm going to cover in this video, and it is to find other dropshippers, right? If you've heard Mark speak, one thing he would always say is the foundation of a dropshipping business is a solid sellers list. Okay, so what you want to do is build a solid list of other dropshippers. Okay, before you even start listing, I recommend you build a sellers list of 100 dropshippers. But in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can easily find sellers. I used to struggle with finding sellers until I started, using these different strategies. So the first thing you need to do to find other dropshippers is find a source where people dropship items from. We could do Home Depot, Walmart, doesn't really matter. Okay, so now we want to find any Walmart item. Okay, so we're at Walmart. So let's look for any Walmart item. So say we do home improvement and patio, right? Say we click on heaters, right? Cool. So we've done step one. We started at the source. Oops, pardon me. We've started at the source. So what we now want to do is try out one of these 4 methods. Okay, there's 4 methods I use once I'm at the source to find dropshippers. Okay. One is the UPC grab method, and I found this only works for Home Depot and Walmart. I've tried Amazon and Kmart and Lowe's, and it didn't seem to work. Sorry about that. It didn't seem to work, but you can keep trying it, different sources, see what works. But I just use it for Home Depot and Walmart, and it works well. And I have to give a shout out to Matthew Bijou for showing me this method real quick. So yeah. So now we're on here. So this is the UPC method, right? So we want to click on any Walmart item. So now that we're here, we now want to, if we're on a Mac, we control click. I believe on PC it's control right click, but you can definitely look it up on Google to see what it is for your particular computer. But I know for a Mac, it's control click. And the most important thing you need to do is go to view page source, okay? Now that we're on the page source, we can grab a UPC. So first thing we want to do is press Command and F, right? Type in the words UPC. And let's see. So basically, sometimes what happens is it gets you to a screen like this where it has the words UPC, but it doesn't have the UPC number next to it. So all we got to do is scroll down, and we have to go to that middle yellow little bar that's on the bottom right. And once we go there, we'll be able to find the UPC code. So we want to copy this UPC code. We want to then go straight into eBay and paste the UPC code in there, right? You'll see there's 116 results. So there's 116 listings up here. Let's see if any of these sold. But the important part right now, although we can check it, it's not important right now to see what's sold rather than just knowing that these are drop shippers. So let me make sure that's all deselected. So yes, 116 results. We can close that out now. Now we want to look at what the price is. So it's $40 here. So basically anybody who's selling this over $40, maybe like $45 and up, is a drop shipper. So what we want to do is find sellers. So basically if we click on a listing, we can assume that this guy right here is a drop shipper. Okay, this guy's only got 2 items for sale, so clearly this guy's brand spanking new. We won't really mess with him. But you can just go through and add these guys to your sellers list. This guy looks like he's a bulk lister. Okay. And I do not recommend bulk listing. We'd even talk about it in this course because bulk listing is not good. But the key right now, see, I know I recognize this name. This guy's definitely a drop shipper. The key for you is to do that. And what you can do is look through all these 116 listings and add all these people to your sellers list. Well, most of them, because 90% of these guys will be drop shippers. You want to add these guys to your sellers list. So that's one way you can go about finding other drop shippers. Look at this. All these guys are drop shippers. I'm telling you, all these guys are drop shippers. Okay. So that is one method of finding other drop shippers. And by the way, the same thing works at Home Depot. So it's basically the same exact thing. You find a Home Depot item and you do the same thing. You view the source. Let me show you. You click here, you control click, view page source. Make sure you click that. Okay. Then click Command F, UPC. You grab the UPC from Home Depot, right? Make sure you grab the UPC, go straight into eBay, type in the UPC, click search. All these guys are drop shippers. Well, most of them. Some guys are selling this stuff used. So, you could filter it where it's just new. Okay. This guy's got a weird picture for selling it new. But anyways, you can literally add all these guys to your sellers list and end up running them and seeing what their top selling items are. Okay, so that's a second way to find other drop shippers. A third way to find other drop shippers is by searching an item by the image, okay? So when I say search an item by the image, I'm saying you go to the source, you click on the item, press Control, click search Google for image. You search Google for image. You then look for eBay listings that have this image. So this is one here. This may or may not be, here we go. So a few of these guys are drop shippers. Let's see. This guy's selling it at $70, so this guy is definitely not a drop shipper. This guy is. So you want to open this one up and just open all the ones up that are reasonable price, like $80 something is cool. $100 obviously cool. So you literally can just go through and open up all these guys that are selling this exact item on eBay. And if you're having trouble finding eBay listings that way, I was able to find it immediately through this link. But one thing I also do sometimes if it's a little tough to find it that way, I put in the words eBay right in front of it and then click enter. Okay, yes, I'm not a robot for sure. Cool. And then you'll have all these Google searches, and they'll all be from eBay sellers. Okay. This is Canada, so I'm not gonna really deal with that, but see, that's all Canada. That has me thinking. Is this the US? Yeah, it is. It's just the buy box. But yeah, so this is all Ryobi. And one other thing, I touched on this in a previous video, but one thing you can also do is find a list of all brands that are exclusive to places like Kmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, etc. I know that Ryobi is an exclusive brand to Home Depot, meaning that if anybody's selling this brand new on eBay, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be a dropshipper. So like I said, there's a lot of ways to find dropshippers. It really isn't that hard. It used to be hard before I knew about this stuff. So I was able to find dropshippers easily. You literally just take these guys' names down and copy them, add them to your sellers list, look through their items, find all their items that sold 4 times the last 30 days, and list them ones with margins. It's not hard. It's just work. So I don't know why I keep switching over, but if none of that works, that stuff will definitely work. But in the really off chance, like I said, these guys right here, make sure you copy all their names and add them to your sellers list. Okay, so if that doesn't work, you can literally just take the title of the item, put it in, search. 9 out of 10 times, the thing will still come up. So cool. So it's still coming up. And this works with all different types of items. This is not like a special item or anything. This is a cheap item. Sometimes it's hard to find cheap Home Depot items on eBay, I found. But look, now people have it listed. Great. So it's not that hard to find sellers, guys. The key is to find exclusive brands that are exclusive to each source, Ryobi being one of them. Finding people who sell it on eBay new, and just take their name and add them to your sellers list so you can look through their items later. So let me go ahead and show you guys the last, final method that can be used to basically find dropshippers. And that is to search the description. So basically go to the listing, scroll down, go to the description, copy the description, control click, search it. Most of the time I found that I don't use this method so much just because it's harder to find eBay listings I found. I mean, you can try to put it into eBay, see if it'll come up. You can try to copy the description, see if it'll come up in eBay, see what happens. Yeah, something did come up. So yeah, so you can do it that way. I don't know if the method of putting eBay before it first is really crucial. I mean, let me see. Is really gonna help you out. But yeah, I guess it does. So cool. So yeah, all you gotta do is put the word eBay in front of the description as you search, and you'll find a bunch more eBay listings with this item. So look, there's no excuse not to find sellers. It takes a second. You literally just do that, and all of a sudden, there's all these sellers that you found. Look, Infinity Savings, Blue Anchor Deals. Who is this guy here? Lux Shop. These are all drop shippers. Cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't stress out about finding other drop shippers. It's really not that hard. You just, my 2 favorite methods are searching for the UPC and searching for the image. That's what I find the most success with. But you can try all the methods, see what you like most. But just to give you an overview, like I like to do, step 1 to find other okay. I wrote step 1 at the top because this is step 1 to finding to sniping. But the step 1 of finding other drop shippers is first you start at the source and click on any item, preferably an item that's a brand that's an exclusive to that source. Once you do that, you can either grab the UPC, put it into eBay, search for the image, put the title into eBay, or search for the description. Once you do that, click on all the eBay listings and basically copy all those people copy the name of all the people who are also selling that item because they are dropshippers. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I look forward to the next one.